Yo, what's up everybody? It's Hrworkoze back again, and we're about to dive into the future, like really dive in. Imagine a world where robots aren't just cleaning your floors, but actually cooking your meals, building your house, even taking care of your grandparents. Sounds crazy, right? Like something out of a sci-fi movie? Well, buckle up, because 2025 is bringing some serious heat in the humanoid robot game. We're talking AI so advanced, it's straight up mind-blowing. These aren't your clunky robots from the past, folks. We're talking sleek designs, fluid movements, and capabilities that'll make you question if we're living in an episode of Westworld. So if you're ready to meet the robots that are about to change everything, you've come to the right place. Today, Hrworkoze is breaking down the biggest advancements, the craziest features, and the questions we should all be asking about the future of, well, humanity. Let's get into it. First up, we've got Tesla, a company that needs no introduction. Elon Musk has been teasing us with the promise of a useful humanoid robot for years, and 2025 might be the year it actually happens. I'm talking about the Tesla Optimus Gen 2. And guys, this thing is packing some serious tech. We're talking 11 degrees of freedom in its hands, which basically means it can move its fingers with almost the same dexterity as you or me. Picking up eggs, plugging in a charger, even doing a fist bump, this robot's got the skills. And get this, it's 30% faster than the previous generation, walking at a pace that could actually keep up with you on the sidewalk. But here's where it gets really interesting. Musk claims they're aiming for a price tag under $30,000. Think about that for a second. That's cheaper than most new cars. Suddenly, having a robot helper in your home isn't just a billionaire's fantasy, it's a real possibility for everyday people. And the learning curve? Forget about needing a computer science degree to program this thing. Optimus Gen 2 learns by watching humans. You can literally show it how to do a task, and it'll pick it up. That's the power of AI at work, people. Now, of course, with any new technology this disruptive, there are going to be some big questions. The big one everyone's asking: will Optimus take our jobs? It's a valid concern. If a robot can do your job faster, cheaper, and without needing a lunch break, what does that mean for the future of work? It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but it's a conversation we need to be having. The future of work is changing, whether we like it or not, and robots like Optimus are at the forefront of that change. Alright, so Tesla's going for the whole robot next door vibe, but what about something a little more intense? Enter Boston Dynamics Atlas. This is less about everyday tasks and more about pushing the absolute limits of what a humanoid robot can do. Forget walking, this thing sprints. And I'm not talking about a light jog. I'm talking full-on Usain Bolt speed. It can leap over obstacles, do backflips that would make Simone Biles jealous, and even recovers from being pushed like it's got superpowers. Seriously, watching this thing move is like watching a CGI character come to life. But here's the thing that's both impressive and kinda creepy. The 2025 Atlas is 50% quieter than its predecessors. Remember those hydraulic hisses and whirs that used to be Boston Dynamics' signature sound? Yeah, they're practically gone. This thing moves with a stealth that's both fascinating and a little bit unsettling. So how'd they make it so agile? Well, for starters, they ditched the hydraulic actuators for electric motors. Not only is this more efficient, but it also eliminates that whole robot uprising soundtrack that used to freak everyone out. But the real magic is in the AI. Atlas uses something called reinforcement learning, which basically means it learns through trial and error. It tries something, falls over, adjusts, tries again, and eventually it figures out how to move with incredible precision and balance, adapting to different terrains and situations on the fly. Now you might be thinking, okay, cool, but when am I ever going to need a robot that can do a backflip? And you're right, for now, Atlas is more of a research platform than a consumer product. But the technology it's showcasing, the agility, the balance, the AI-powered movement, that's going to trickle down to other robots in the future, including those that might actually end up in our homes and workplaces. Okay, we've seen a robot that can help you around the house and one that can do backflips, but what about the robot that's coming for your job? Alright, that might be a bit dramatic, but Figure 01 is definitely raising some eyebrows. This robot is designed with one purpose in mind, to replace human labor. And it's not just talk. Figure 01 is already working alongside humans in BMW factories, lifting heavy objects, performing repetitive tasks, and even chatting with human coworkers using OpenAI's language models. Yes, you heard that right, this robot can hold a conversation. Now before you panic and start hiding your valuables from our future robot overlords, let's look at the facts. Figure 01 boasts a 5-hour battery life, which, let's be honest, is longer than some of our attention spans these days, and when it does need to recharge, it's all wireless, so no more tripping over cords on the factory floor. But here's the kicker. Figure 01 costs about $20 an hour to employ. That's cheaper than the minimum wage in many countries, which is both impressive and a little bit terrifying. It means companies could potentially save a lot of money by replacing human workers with robots, which brings us back to that whole future of work dilemma. Is this the beginning of the end for blue-collar jobs? It's a complex issue with no easy answers. On the one hand, robots like Figure 01 could take over dangerous or repetitive tasks, freeing up humans for more creative and fulfilling work. On the other hand, it could lead to widespread job displacement and economic inequality. It's a conversation we need to be having now, not later. We need to figure out how to adapt to this changing landscape, how to retrain workers for the jobs of the future, and how to ensure that the benefits of automation are shared by everyone, not just a select few. Alright, so we've seen some seriously impressive robots, but with great power comes great responsibility, right? As AI gets more advanced, we need to start asking ourselves some tough questions about the ethical implications of these technologies. I'm talking about the big what-ifs. What if a robot hacks its own programming? What if militaries start deploying autonomous killer robots? And what about the fact that some of these robots are being controlled by AI language models like ChatGPT-5? Is that something we're comfortable with? These aren't just hypothetical scenarios from a sci-fi movie, folks. These are real concerns that experts are grappling with right now. And the truth is, there are no easy answers. We're sailing into uncharted territory, and we need to proceed with caution. The good news is that there are already some safeguards in place. In 2025, the UN passed a new AI treaty that bans the development and use of fully autonomous weapon systems. It's a step in the right direction, but it's just a start. We also have something called neural kill switches, which are basically remote shutdown mechanisms that can be activated if a robot starts exhibiting dangerous or unpredictable behavior. Think of it like the emergency brake on a runaway train. But even with these safeguards, there are still a lot of unknowns. AI is evolving faster than our ability to regulate it, and we need to have serious conversations about the ethical boundaries we want to set. Do we want robots making life or death decisions on the battlefield? Do we want them raising our children or caring for our elderly? These are questions that we all need to be thinking about because the future is closer than we think. So, where do we go from here? What does the future hold for humans and robots? Well, if the past few years have taught us anything, it's that the future is coming faster than we ever imagined. By 2030, experts predict that humanoid robots could be as commonplace as smartphones are today. Imagine a world where robot nurses care for the elderly, AI construction crews build homes in a matter of days, and yeah, maybe even robot friends become a thing. Sorry humans, but robots might just be the better listeners. But this future isn't set in stone. The future is what we make it. It's up to us to decide how we want to integrate these technologies into our lives, how to mitigate the risks, and how to ensure that everyone benefits from the advancements we're making. It's going to require open dialogue, collaboration between governments, tech companies, and the public, and a willingness to adapt to a rapidly changing world. The robot revolution is here, whether we're ready for it or not. The question is, what are we going to do about it? So, there you have it, folks. The robots are here and they're getting more advanced by the day. Is this the dawn of a new era of technological progress or the beginning of a dystopian nightmare? Honestly, it could go either way. It all depends on the choices we make today. We have the power to shape the future, to ensure that these technologies are used for good, to create a world where humans and robots can coexist and thrive. But we need to be smart, we need to be vigilant, and we need to keep asking the tough questions, because the future is too important to leave up to chance.